Tonight's the night. I'm going to cook these little babies up. Sunchokes. Gonna fix this up real quick, make a small cook fire, and cook up a quick dish of sunchokes. First time I've ever ate them, like cooked. I had them tasted raw earlier. Tastes like basically a raw potato with a little something extra in there. But tonight, I'm gonna cook these up and tell you how they taste then. Okay, I've got everything I need for us to have us a nice meal in the great outdoors kitchen. I've already done some work down here, cleaned this up, got it ready for me to build a fire. I put the grill back on here so I'd have a little shelf to put some things on. And this is, I'm not going to make a big survival cook fire video, anything like that. That's not what I'm doing tonight. I'm just going to cook these sunchokes up. I did want to mention a few things. There's a lot of people that need to go out and find ways to start fires. Okay, maybe you've never been exposed to it. Maybe you want to learn how. I cannot stress highly enough having basic survival skills to get you through. Even if you're in a city and your best survival skills is how to not get mugged or step out into the street or off the subway platform at the wrong time, you know. There's different survival tactics and skills that are needed and for you to know your environment. I'm not going to teach that tonight, but I did want to mention a couple of little things. You know, one of the best natural ways that I love to start fires is with a pine cone. And something that some of you may not know, you see this one, it's opened up a little bit. We've had some rain the last couple of days, and Hurricane Sally is on its way to me right now. And I'm looking at about 3 days of good rain here. You see the difference of these? Okay. This one is a little more closed up than this one. Excuse me. This one is wet or wetter. This one is dry. It was up under the pine tree. All right, pine cones, when they dry out, they open up. When they get wet, they close up. And they will do that many, many times in the time that they're just laying there on the ground or even in a tree to release the seeds. That's the action. They open up, release seeds, and close down. You know, it's like that. But when you find the open ones, that means they're dry, good for tinder. And then leaves and everything. And another thing, I went out the other day and retrieved this from the woods. That was not an actual cache. That was just something I did to make the video. If you want to store, you want to go cache some food and other supplies, I would highly recommend that. But make them to where only you can tell where they are. Do it right. And there's stuff that you want to put in them, not just food. What about stuff that makes food taste better? A little black pepper, you know, and I got my ham. I'm not going to cook the ham or anything like that tonight. I am going to eat some cayenne pepper with it. And some other things that you might want to think about, all right? A candle is a wonderful thing for starting fires and having you some light, okay? Learn about survival, fire making, whatever you think you need to do. If nothing else, it'll help you in your own home or on a camping trip. It's fun. But if you've got to count on your ability to start a fire by rubbing two sticks together or getting a survival fire starter kit, you know, with the little, what do you call them? The ferricite rods, you know, in the back of your blade. Not ever use the front of your blade. It's the back of your 90-degree blade. If you're counting on that, especially in a dire situation, then you're going to find yourself in a real bad problem. You know, always store and carry a real fast modern source to start fires. Don't count on gimmicks. Count on real fire. You can pick up lighters cheap, and it's instant fire. You don't have to expend the calories to worry. You don't have to find a lot of dry stuff. Maybe you can make it work. This will make your life better. So get some real skills, and always carry with you a way to make fire and a knife. That's going to help you. Anyhow, let me get on with this. I'll put this away, get my fire going, and then get on to the cooking. Okay, one more thing. I'm really pressing the time here and the daylight, but let me do a quick review and give you a wonderful tip, okay, about anything like this. All right, we're talking about earlier with the fire, and don't let it be mission critical. You know, you have something easy to make fire with. All right, don't let it be critical for you. Go easy with it. That's the way you do things the right way and get through things. Another thing, a lot of people are running out, and with good reason, they're getting into the survival, the camping, the what if this happens, what am I going to do? And they're finding things for the first time, and they think they know what they're doing. Okay, learn what you're doing. Some of them know quite well and don't need anything at all, but that's very few of the population. Now, here's the thing. You get your equipment, whatever you're going to buy, and check it out beforehand and make sure that everything is good. All right. This, I went down to the local big box store. I've got some of these, but they're in storage. $6 retail. Okay. You see that right there? See the name brand? I'm sure you know where you can get something just like this. A simple little mess kit. Okay. I'm going to use this later for some fire starting stuff. Cardboard works very well. And it's pretty much dry there, you know. It's a great little set. But the old adage of you get what you pay for, it doesn't always, well, I mean, in this case it does, because it's $6 and you get something like this. It's cheap. It's very cheap. So anything that you buy, you want to check it out and make sure that it's okay. Don't wait until you need it to find out that this side, you see that? This side looks right and the handle works. This side, the handle is not looking right and it's not working. And that's because this was so cheaply made. This little rivet here, a little thing here just popped off. That was like that right out of the box. Normally they're a little bit better made than this, but this one, if you were counting on anything like this to get you out of a jam, you'd be in trouble, you know. So check your stuff. Check your equipment. I'm just taking this and bending this. This little lightweight stainless steel here. Just bending that handle over. And you see this little crook here? There you go. That crook right there is like this one. It hooks up underneath there. And I'm going to take another little tool that I like to keep with me, some pliers, and bend that in and fix it up, and it'll be almost like new. It'll get me through the times. My tip would be to do all of this. Check your equipment before it's critical, and keep some pliers. They don't have to be a big pair of channel locks like this. A small pair will be fine, but you really want some pliers in your backpack, around the house, or whatever. They're going to come in handy. One of the most useful tools there's ever been. You can use them to crack open hickory nuts too. Anyhow, let me get on with this. What I'm going to do is just take my knife, and then chop these up and get them going. But I did want to make mention of this and give you a review of this little $6 set from the big box store. You get what you pay for. Applies a lot of times. All right. I'll get back to you when I got something cooking, or starting to. Okay, here's my lighter. There's my candle. Two very good tools to get your fires going. If the wind doesn't knock it out, you can use all these leaves that I got. They're very, very moist because of the rain. Still got a lot of moisture in there. I've got a pine cone in the center of all of that right there. Got a little cardboard going. You see, that candle can sit there and hold a flame to something for a while, where your lighter may not be able to do that. All right. It's very humid here right now. Even that cardboard has got a little humidity action to it. I may have to fight with this a little bit, but not too much. But I did want to bring you that little tip right there. You can use a candle, and it is going to provide you a good flame for a fire starting, unlike matches or the lighter that's going to get hot in your fingers. See that? Just fire, just sitting there right on it. Okay? Candle's very good. Right in there. There we go. It's going to touch that. It's going to get to the pine cone here in just a minute. Let me put this out. Hard to blow it out and get it in the shot right there. Anyhow, back in a few. Okay, I got a little cook fire going here. I'm going to let this cook down a little bit, but I thought of something else. I'm going to let it burn down a little bit and then use the coals and some more of the wood that I've got here. Always have more wood than you think you'll need. More tinder, more kindling, more wood. And always know, okay, what kind of wood you're using. There's people all over the world that might be watching this, okay? And some of the trees that you find out there, some of them can kill you. Here in America, North America, you can find yourself some oleander. You can find yourself some hemlock. And if you're out there burning oleander especially, or hemlock possibly, you kill yourself. Smoke, that might kill you. There have been people that have died, whole families have died because they went out and cut themselves some little sticks for roasting hot dogs or marshmallows. They cut them out of oleander, an oleander tree. They all died at the campfire, okay? Know what you're using. For most of us, it's not going to be an issue. But for somebody that's been in the city, you may not know. Learn at least what's toxic in your area. Learn what will kill you first, whether it's a tree, some other plant, or food. Learn what will kill you. The rest of it might just make you sick. And learn about mushrooms. It takes years to do that. But if you're going to mess with mushrooms, you better know what you're doing. Okay? Almost ready. Almost ready. Okay, I've got my sunchokes all cut up right here. This will make a little side dish, but you know, I don't have that much right now that I'm going to eat. The rest of it's for seed, you know, and to grow out. The way I'm going to do this is one of the ways that I've seen that a lot of people like to do is they boil them in lemon juice. Okay? That is supposed to take out, or rather, it acidifies the sugar, the inulin in there, and it breaks it down into something else when you boil it in lemon juice, that citric acid. That helps to mitigate the high gas factor that these have. Now, as this is the first time that I have eaten this kind of a quantity of them, I want to take my precautions with them, and because I don't want to have a whole lot of, you know, stomach pain from having gas. We'll see where it goes, but I've got the fire going now. It's a nice little low cook fire. You really don't need that much to cook something. Don't need much of a fire. So let me get that going. Now we wait a little while. Oh, it's nighttime. The winds have been up because of the storms coming in. It's still not raining here, but it is getting late. I'm going to be hungry when I finally do get these cooked. I should have got a much bigger start today, but we're going to wait now. I have to get some butter to put in there later. Okay. They have been boiling for a little while now. I'd say about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or more, 20 to 30 minutes. They've had a good boil on them. And the lemon juice is reduced down, so there's a lot of caramelized action in there. and it's lemony. I just had one as a little taste, and they are, because I boiled them up in lemon juice, they're extremely lemon. So it's pretty pleasant taste. So I think what I'm going to do now is drain off a lot of that lemon juice, then put some butter in there and a little bit of pepper. See that golden kind of color it's got to it? That's the reduced lemon juice and the natural color from those sunchokes, I guess. But it's not bad, but it'll make you pucker. Okay, here's what we got now. I drained off extra lemon juice, all of that, and I put some butter in there. What you see it cooking up in right now is butter. Look at how pretty it is. It looks almost like yams, like sweet potatoes or some kind of preserves or something you're making up. I put a little salt, a little black pepper, a little cayenne, and and I'm hoping it's going to cut the taste of that lemon, because that lemon is powerful. I'm going to take it off of here in just a second and put the grill back on so I got a table again and give it a taste test. And it's not going to taste like whatever sunchokes taste like, by themselves. It's going to taste like everything else. Okay. I just had a few bites of this and was getting ready to go for another one. There is so much lemon that is soaked into that right there. If you like lemons, like just eating lemons, that's what this is like right here. It's because I cooked it and boiled it, I guess, for too long in there. So there's lemon juice as a factor to take some of that gassiness out of them, but letting it reduce down into it and soaking it up too much. Let me see. Let me take this bit. Yeah, it's lemon. That it looks kind of nice, but kind of unappealing at the same time. And if it wasn't so lemony, see, I messed this up bad. They taste good. They taste good. There's no bad taste to them. It's about like potatoes. But I've got so much lemon in there, that's all I taste. So, I mean, really, the texture, it's just like a potato. Just like a potato. But my mouth is about to seize up right now from all the lemon. So, don't follow me for more recipes. Get out there and you get some sunchokes and you grow them and you find some good recipes, right? This is just me cooking over a fire. I never done this before, cooking them in lemon juice and doing it for too long. There is so much lemon juice in these things right now, and it ain't going anywhere. I could leave these setting out and possums wouldn't eat them. Raccoons and possums would not eat this, even though it's swimming in butter. So, anyhow, this taste test is over. It's just like a potato. There's no bad taste to them and everything. Cooked up like that, when I tasted them raw, they tasted just like a raw potato. A little earthy kind of taste to them. And here, the texture, and there's no off taste to it. They're good, Final result is that they're good. Just don't kill them with lemon juice, Let me just make sure. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Way too much lemon. I'll see you next time. Don't follow me for more recipes. I'll see you later. Bye.